He was known as the Sword God, humanity's greatest swordsman, and one of the top hunters in the Korean Hunter Association. However, during the raid of a disaster-level dungeon, the final gate, he was betrayed by the very comrades he trusted most. It was all shattered for a single reason: if the dungeon gate closed, every last one of them would be wiped out. Just as his consciousness was fading, a system window appeared, giving him a chance to start over. Congratulations, you have reached the pinnacle of sword fusion. Congratulations, you have grasped the essence of the sword. You have achieved enlightenment. Congratulations on acquiring your first SS rank skill. You are granted the opportunity to become stronger, O first transcendent being. System rebooting for player, An Suho. Waking up in a daze, Suho was stunned to find himself on a rescuer's back. He asked with a confused look, "What? How are your injuries? An abnormal gate has appeared." "Let me get you to a safe zone," Suho thought. "A firefighter, but I'm sure I died. Where is this place?" He froze on the spot when he saw a dungeon gate opening right before his eyes. Countless monsters poured out moments later. Sindorim, is this Sindorim station contaminated by a gate outbreak? The Sindorim goblin outbreak, don't tell me. At that moment, an arrow was loosed with lightning speed. It flew straight toward the firefighter, and his body slammed onto the ground. Following that, the silhouette of another monster appeared. "Hey, run for it," Suho thought, just as I suspected. Suho spoke up. "Let me borrow that for a second." Hey, fighting that monster is suicide, just run." Ignoring his words, Suho hurled the axe in his hand. It flew straight towards the newly appeared monster. The axe instantly buried itself in its head, and the monster's body collapsed to the ground. He thought, there are no injuries. Then a system notification chimed. "Congratulations, the conditions for awakening have been met. Awakening into a player. The system wishes for you to become stronger." This is exactly like when I first awakened as a player. Please select the power you will pursue. Warrior, mage, archer, healer. Without hesitation, Suho's finger moved toward the warrior icon. The man next to him asked, "What are you doing? Hurry up and run," Suho thought. "I almost picked warrior out of instinct." Suho said to the system, "Postpone decision." Then he turned to the man behind him and said, "Don't worry. I'm all that's needed here. They're just goblins after all." With a deadly serious gaze, Suho charged toward the monster horde. The monsters screeched and launched their attack, swarming him in an instant. Faced with the onslaught, he immediately dodged. He weaved through their attacks. As one monster stood there, stunned, Suho slid in and grabbed its weapon. He instantly yanked it free and slashed through the monster's body. Blood splattered everywhere as he moved to pick up their swords. "These goblins can only scare newbies. To me, you're nothing. Watch me wipe you all out." He continued his rampage. Everywhere Suho went, the unlucky monsters were brutally slaughtered. Moments later, the battlefield was littered with corpses. He held up a sword, examining it. "This is weird," he thought. "I can't seem to cool my head. I'm way too agitated. I shouldn't act so rashly while I'm this heated. In times like these, I need to stay calm. If I'm not mistaken, it seems I've returned to the past. This is definitely a heaven-sent opportunity for me to start over." A system notification popped up. "Congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Slanted Cut B. Basic swordsmanship skills. It's been a while since I've seen these names. This goblin blade is a bit short, but it'll have to do." The firefighter behind him asked, "Are you a player?" "Ah, yes. System, I've made my decision." The system window appeared. "Please select the power you wish to pursue. Warrior, mage, archer, healer." "I'll choose healer." A system notification appeared. "The player has chosen the healer class. Are you sure you wish to follow this path?" "Yes. You have become a healer. You have received 5 stat points. You have acquired Healing Light F." Walking over to the firefighter, Suho said, "Let me take a look at that wound." The man asked nervously, "My wound?" Suho continued, "This might sting a little." What? A system notification appeared. "Activating Healing Light. The designated area has been restored." Grabbing the arrow in the man's body, he pulled it out while simultaneously placing his hand over the wound to heal it. Instantly, the wound sealed shut. "Does it still hurt?" "No, not at all." "Are you a healer?" "As of now, I guess I am." The man asked again. "As of now," Suho replied. "Ah, yes. Please wait a moment." A system notification popped up. The system would like to present you with a small gift for your first use of a recovery skill. Please select a weapon from the system's armory. I chose to be a healer, but when it comes to weapons. The system announced, "Summoning Newbie Sword." You have received the Newbie Sword. I'm going to clear this gate by myself. By yourself? That's too dangerous. It's fine, there's something in there I need to get. He thought, just like the sword skills I mastered before choosing a class, any skill acquired through pure talent can be used freely, regardless of my job. The chosen class automatically upgrades as the player levels up. Isabella's Divine Light skill also evolved from Healing Light. If I could have healed myself back then, things would have turned out differently. So this time, I'll master both swordsmanship and healing so I don't make the same damn mistake. I have to get stronger than them and fast. And to do that, I need to learn skills and level up like crazy. If I remember right, that gate over there is an irregular gate. I almost died in there in my past life. But not this time. My skill levels are still pathetically low. So this is gonna hurt like hell just like before, but it's fine. My swordsmanship is burned into my very soul. I just need to grind it back up from scratch. With that, he strides toward the open dungeon gate as a system notification pops up. Entering the Crimson Green Gate. Gate type, unidentified. Max occupancy, unknown. Monsters are pouring out of the gate. It's like their entire world was wiped out. They weren't invading. They were running from something inside the gate. Just then, a voice echoes through the dungeon. It's here. The predator that preys on monsters. And this is why they call it the Crimson Green Gate. System Hobgoblin Lel V10. System Hobgoblin Lel V12. Spotting the lone human, the one in front, signals with its arm. Instantly, the leader raises its weapon. It points right at Suho. He thinks, are they targeting me instead of the goblins? Unlike regular goblins, these things have reddish skin. They're bigger, stronger, and way more powerful. Just then, the monster's sword comes crashing down. Suho just smirks, thinking a goblin is still a goblin. He leaps back effortlessly, dodging the attack. My level's too low to cut through their tough hide. In that case, Suho stops his retreat, digging his heels in. Then he explodes forward. I just need to find a weak spot and hit it. Of course, if the level gap is too big, or if the monster has some OP trait, it's impossible. But this is just a hobgoblin. Whoops. Killed it out of habit again. Damn it. Gotta be more careful. I need to use this next one until I find another. With a look of pure focus, he faces the next monster as it roars wildly. Every time, the beast swings. Suho perfectly dodges every single attack. When you repeat an action over and over, you can acquire a related skill. If I keep dodging this hobgoblin's attacks like this. System. Congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Dodge B. Alright, got the dodge skill, that's one down. Next up, let's work on my deflections. Suho parries another blow. Parry. The parry is an ancient skill, the foundation of many other crucial techniques. It's an absolute must-have. System. Congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Parry B. Phew, got the parry skill just before this guy ran out of steam. Your purpose is served. Without hesitation, Suho thrusts his sword straight through the monster's neck. Time to find some more mobs. The real grind starts now. Meanwhile, outside the dungeon gate, a man places his hand on the gate's shimmering surface. Annoyed, he mutters, "Oh, for crying out loud, who just waltzed into the gate? What guild are they from? I'll have to teach them a lesson when they come out. If they die in there, well, that'd be legendary." Who the hell is it? Another man approaches. So, a new player entered that gate. Yes, sir. From the sound of his voice, he seems to be a freshly awakened player. He single-handedly wiped out all the goblins, healed himself, and then went inside saying he needed to grab something. We weren't even that late. You're telling me one guy took care of all those goblins, and he's a healer? That's hard to believe. He thinks to himself, if the monsters were just goblins, maybe this gate isn't that tough. But a healer trying to clear a gate solo, right after wiping out a horde of goblins by himself. Does that mean he didn't even get a scratch? Just who the hell is this guy? No, it can't be. He's probably just a clueless newbie who rushed in. What kind of healer would be insane enough to solo a gate? But if he actually manages to clear it. He stops thinking and turns to his subordinate. Report any changes to the gate immediately, and I want to know the second anyone comes out of there. Yes, sir. He thinks, no matter what, I have to recruit that person. Deeper inside, with every swing of his sword, another monster falls. System, you have slain a hobgoblin. System, you have slain a hobgoblin. With a flick of his wrist, a single slash decapitates all the monsters standing there. Among them, one lucky survivor remains. The terrified creature reaches for its sword with a trembling hand, but Suho kicks it away. Staring down at the quivering monster, Suho says, "Hey, I'll let you live, but go get your friends for me. And make sure you bring a lot of them." While he waits, he decides to check his stats. Better to spread my points out than dump them all in one place. System Suho level. Class Healer, Strength 12, Stamina 12, Mana 12, Agility 8, and no bonus stats. But I've already gotten a bunch of bonus points and killed tons of monsters, so leveling up is getting easier. System, you have acquired the skill Throw. Sidestep has been absorbed into my movement skill. I've mastered most of the basics. So this has to be the next step. I wasn't getting my hopes up, but damn, they're real. I can ignore the other loot, but I have times to get these mana stones. This size makes them D rank. I can sell them for 5,000,001 a pop. A while back, no one would have even bothered picking these up. I'm not a fan of digging through monster guts, but hey, I need the money. Might as well clean this place out right. Finally, he's done. Selling all this will fetch a pretty penny. Just then, a violent tremor makes him whip his head around. Finally, they're here. Once I wipe out this mob, the boss is definitely next. Looks like about 30 of them, huh? Perfect. A little EXP farming before the main event. You brought plenty of friends along to the grave, didn't you? That's him. Yeah. Get him. At that command, the entire horde charges straight at him. Leaping high into the air, Suho starts taking them down one by one. In a flash, heads start to roll. System, you have leveled up. All stats +1. You have received 1 bonus stat point. Damn, that was quick. Let's wrap this up. Suho cheerfully continues the slaughter, taking out monsters with ease. Suddenly, one of them swings a massive axe at him. So, you finally decided to show up. System, Hobgoblin Chieftain. Level 20. Boss of the Red-Green Gate. Powerful tremors shake the forest as Suho desperately dodges the boss's onslaught. He hears a noise, and another one attacks, seizing the opening. Hey, you little grunts, don't interrupt your betters when they're talking. The monster lets out a deafening roar, and a system window pops up. System, the Hobgoblin Chieftain has activated the skill, Fear. System, you have fallen into a state of fear. Your muscles are paralyzed. He thinks, so this is a fear-type skill. Its effectiveness increases with the user's level and stats. To think I'd run into it in a low-level zone. I guess that's a boss for you. With Suho surrounded, he realizes he has no skills or items for mental defense. There's no way to break this debuff. But there's still a way to break it. And that's by inflicting pain on myself. System, you have broken free from the fear state. That was too close. He parries the monster's attack. The monster just looks on completely bewildered. First, I'll take out the trash. With that, Suho vanishes in a blur. He slices through their bodies, cutting them to pieces. System, all hobgoblins in the Red-Green Gate have been eliminated. Healing light. The designated area has been restored. Clenching his now healed hand, Suho addresses the boss. Now then, why don't we enjoy some one-on-one time? As Suho unleashes a flurry of attacks, the monster struggles to keep up. He thinks, looks like the level gap is too big. I'm not doing any major damage. But the damage is slowly adding up. In that case, I'll just aim for its existing wounds and go for a critical hit. System, the Hobgoblin Chieftain has activated the skill, Fear, useless. Once you've beaten it, it won't work on you again. Drawing his sword, Suho rains down fatal strikes on the boss. This is the end. He brings his sword down again, and the monster lets out an agonizing scream as its body slumps to the ground. As the monster lies dying, Suho crouches down, holding his hand over it, healing light. The monster looks on confused. Suho says, "Get up, we're not finished yet." A short while later, a flurry of system alerts pop up. System, congratulations, diagonal slash has been upgraded to rank A. System, congratulations, horizontal slash has been upgraded to rank A. Basic swordsmanship B, sharpness increased by 30%. System, congratulations. The skill Thrust has been upgraded to rank A. Basic swordsmanship B, penetration power increased by 50%. As Suho keeps using healing light, the monster can only clutch its head in despair. System, you have exerted such overwhelming pressure that you have subdued the boss monster's wild instincts. System, congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Dominance. He thinks, whoa, I even got Dominance. Looks like I've learned everything I needed to. Your purpose is served. Now go to hell. System, congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Decapitation B. System, Hobgoblin Chieftain has been defeated. The gate has been cleared. You are the MVP for this raid. System, as the MVP, you will receive bonus EXP and 1 bonus stat point. System, you have leveled up. All stats +1, you receive 1 bonus stat point. System, you have reached level 10. The system wishes for your growth. You have received 5 additional bonus stat points. Healing Light E, consumes mana to heal wounds. Now that I've hit level 10, the exclusive skills for the healer class get an upgrade. Cure E, consumes mana to remove status effects. Awesome, now I don't have to worry about debuffs. If I keep upgrading these skills as I level, eventually I'll even be able to cure poisons. Alright, I've cleared out everything here. Time to go meet some familiar faces. Outside the dungeon gate, people were buzzing. Whoa, the gate's shaking. Was it cleared? Look, someone's coming out. Wait, is it really just one guy? Did he solo a mid-rank gate? Hey, over here, I'm a recruiter for the Immortal Guild. I'm from the Warang Guild. Pushing past the recruiters, Suho zipped over to one man in particular. Hello, team leader, Dung Chan Min, of the Korean Hunters Association. Team leader, you know that kid? No, never seen him before. The scene cuts to the Korean Hunters Association headquarters. He stares at his phone, replaying the video clip. Hello, team leader Dung Chan Min, of the Korean Hunters Association. After a moment of stunned silence sweating, Dung Chan Min finally responds. Hello, I'm Dung Chan Min, from the association's gate management division. How do you know who I am? Do you need something from me? Suho replies. Let's head to the association. We can talk in more detail there. I was heading there anyway to register for my hunter license. Register? You mean re-register? Dung Chan Min thought. Not re-registering. So, he's an unranked hunter. A newly awakened hunter with the weakest class, a healer at that. And this guy solo cleared a mid-rank gate. But his performance screams fighter, not healer. Just who is this guy? Suho cuts in. Is there a problem with my evaluation? No, not at all. But you're An Suho, correct? Yes. If you don't mind me asking, what was your occupation before awakening? Just a college dropout. Unemployed. A dropout and unemployed, huh? Yeah, college just wasn't for me. So, did you study something in the medical field? Nope, I was a physical education major. Phys ed. Most people with your build would go for fighter or ranger. Why a healer? Suho answered simply, because I hate getting hurt. Dung Chan Min pressed on. That's an odd reason. I heard you cleared the gate completely on your own. Can you walk me through what happened? Suho shrugged. Not much to tell. I went in, saw the hobgoblins and just killed them all to stay alive. Huh, hobgoblins. You mean the gate was full of hobgoblins? Yep. Reaching into his inventory, Suho dumped a pile of stones onto the table. These are the mana stones from the hobgoblins inside. This one's from their boss. I don't really know what they're worth, so I was hoping you could appraise them for me. Is that all right? Ah, yes, of course. This is a lot. I'll get these processed for you right away. Dung Chanmin examined the boss stone for a moment, then looked up. And Suho, do you really want to become a hunter? Yes, I do. Ever since I awakened as a player, it's all I've wanted. I see. That's a noble decision, but it also seems a bit impulsive. Is there a particular reason? I'm not sure myself. Suho thought I can read him like a book. Then he said aloud, everyone has their own reasons for becoming a hunter. As for me, I despise monsters and gates. I lost my entire family in a dungeon break. I knew it was dangerous, but I had to go into that gate alone. It was a purely emotional decision. I thought killing monsters would somehow ease my hatred. But no matter how many I killed, the anger inside me never went away. And that's when I realized what I truly had to do. So that there are no more victims like me, so that no one else has to lose what's precious to them because of monsters. I want to fight for the safety of all people. I want to become a hunter for the Korean Hunters Association. I'm incredibly moved to hear you say that. But, are you sure? Being a hunter for the association means living like a public servant. As you know, our pay is significantly lower than what hunters and private guilds make. I know that, but I'm not after the money. What I want is the right of free entry and priority access to gates, including mid-rank ones, and the authority the association holds to strictly punish criminal hunters. Dung Chan Min's eyes widened. You mean? Suho continued. That's right. I want to be a field agent specifically on a gate raid team. The official was floored. This is unbelievable. The association has priority access to mid-rank gates, but we usually just auction those rights off to private guilds. The reason is simple. Why would anyone risk their life raiding a gate for a tiny public servant's salary? Everyone talks a big game about their ideals when they join, but most are just looking for a stable desk job. They want to make money without ever setting foot inside a gate, so they all aim for management positions like mine. All the other public servants try to weasel their way out of field work, but An Suho is different. He's willingly volunteering for the front lines for the public good. He's the ideal public servant hunter, a true patriot, a perfect warrior. I'm so excited I'm getting dizzy. While Dung Chan Min was lost in his own hype train, Suho cut in. Are you all right? Sorry, it's been so long since I've met a hunter like you. Okay, first things first, I'll get your application filed and run an ID check. To become an official hunter, you'll need to pass an ability evaluation, a written exam, and a practical combat test. Registration for this year's test is closed, and the exam is tomorrow, but if you want, I can put in a late registration for you. Suho asks, is that even possible? It's one of the current regulations. Since you cleared a mid-tier gate by yourself, if I report it to my superiors, they'll definitely approve it. Even if I recommend an exceptional talent like you, Suho preparing for both the written and practical exams in one day is a huge rush. You've already proven yourself in the field, so I'm not worried about the practical test, but the written exam, that's another story. It's fine, please sign me up. What? When an opportunity comes knocking, you gotta take it. If I fail, I can just take it again next time. So the exam is really tomorrow, right? This kid's got guts. You can do the ability assessment today. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, and could you sell these monostones for me quickly? I don't have the registration fee. Ah, I see. I'll take care of it while you're doing the assessment. He thinks, right now Cho Min is the only person I can trust. I'm counting on you. The scene changes. Ability assessment complete. I've also transferred the money from the monostones. Check your account. Suho replies, whoa, about 3 million won. How did it come out to this much? Cho Min continues, it's a bit of a perk, but since I'm a government-employed hunter, my manastone sales are tax-exempt. Whoa, tax-free, that's awesome. Chief, can I ask you for one more favor? What is it? I heard there's a library in the association. It has reference books and outlines related to the exam. It's already late. But since the exam is tomorrow, I want to do some last-minute cramming to prepare. If it's okay, could I study there for a bit? Oh, is that all? Of course. Thanks. Here's the library. You don't need an employee card to get out. Feel free to use it. Good luck on your exam tomorrow. Get home safe. Watching him leave, Suho smiles to himself. Cho Min is the same as ever, a thoughtful and reliable guy. He has no idea he's going to become the association president in the future. But man, pretending not to know anything is exhausting. I feel like I'm constantly messing with him. But if I reveal everything, he'll just get suspicious. Alright, time to find it. Even if you remember major future events, a person can't recall every single detail. So having that skill would be a game changer. Suddenly, he freezes, staring at what's in front of him. It's huge. Suho reaches out and picks up the book. When I need to find information from this book, a system sound chimes. This is a book from another world. It just says that, which means you need a special method to use it. Without a second thought, Suho mindlessly places the open book on his head. After waiting a while with no result, he looks disappointed. Why isn't it working? I heard this was all you had to do. A system message announces, the Library of Memories has taken an interest in your story. The Library of Memories invites you to join. Welcome to the Library of Memories. The narrator explains, the Library of Memories allows a person to remember everything they've ever seen or heard, even painful and sad memories. The human mind has a mechanism for forgetting in order to survive, but the moment one obtains the Library of Memories, they are afflicted with the curse of memory. The first person to acquire this skill was a manager from the Hagen Guild. She was originally an employee of the Korean Hunter Association. While studying in the library to switch jobs, she found it uncomfortable to sleep on her stomach, so she used this book as a pillow. And by pure luck, she got the skill. That's how I found out about this. I should treat her to a meal next time we meet. System message. Do you wish to offer your story to the Library of Memories? The perfect recall this skill grants. With this, I can restore all my memories. As time passes, memories fade. And they get altered. To remember every single detail with perfect accuracy, I have to master this skill. System message. Your story has been received. The Library of Memories is connecting and recording your memories. The Library of Memories has opened. It allows you to store memories of what you've seen and heard in the library to review at any time. The library also recommends necessary information to the user. This must be a virtual space, because this feeling of my memories being recorded is so weird. Got the skill, let's give it a quick test run. And with that, Suho closes his eyes tightly and slowly opens them again. That moment. My final memory. The feeling is just as vivid as it was back then. The Library of Memories is the real deal. Those selfish traitors, they refuse to clear the gate just to save their own skins. I will never forget what you did. Ugh, so infuriating. I should have remembered something else. Just then, a series of notification windows pop up. What is this? You have been granted a chance to become stronger. Oh, first one to reach the transcendent state. Rebooting player and Suho's system. Rebooting. The system sent me back to the past. I remember reaching the state of Sword God Fusion, and I even obtained the first ever SS rank skill. But because I was the first to reach a transcendent state, I was given another chance. Something like this has never happened before, has it? So my return to the past wasn't an accident. The scene changes. The car stops and Suho gets out of a taxi. Whatever the reason, it's a good thing I came back to the past. Not only can I, not just to stop what's coming, but to clear the public gates that cause so much damn damage. Let's give it a shot. I might even clear these gates way faster than in my past life. Not a second to waste. So this is Nexer Private Hunter Academy. Damn, it really is the biggest in the country. This place is insane. I need a ton of cash for what's coming, so let's see if I can score some here. Hello, how may I help you? I'm here to see Director Kim Sui, the director. Do you have an appointment? No, I just dropped by. I have something to discuss with her. I'm sorry, but you need an appointment. Then, can you give her a message for me? Tell her the guy who soloed the public gate at Sindorim Station is here to see her. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Kim Sui, the director of Nexer Academy. This girl is the director of Nexer. Pleasure to meet you. I'm An Suho. Yes, Mr. Suho, please have a seat. I heard you handled the Sindorim public gate all by yourself. So what brings you to Nexer? I'm here to propose a scholarship. A scholarship? Yeah, the hunter license exam is tomorrow, right? I'm taking it. Hearing this, the director looked at Suho deep in thought. How long have you been awakened? Just today. Just today. Wait, hold on a sec. Did I hear that right? You're an unregistered hunter who just awakened times today times, and you're taking the license exam times tomorrow asterisk. And you're also the one who soloed the public gate at Sindorim today, Suho replied. Yep, that's right. The Korean Hunter Association. I got lucky. I have a contact at the association who helped me get a spot in the exam. But I'm planning on taking first place in this exam. When I hit number 1, I want you to give me a scholarship as a Nexer student. And obviously, it has to be a times real-time scholarship. A complete rookie could never get first place. But I'm a rookie with experience. A seasoned veteran who's cleared countless gates. Believe it or not, the choice is yours. It's true, you soloed an abnormal gate, but the hunter exam is a different beast entirely. The average pass rate for this exam is less than 20%. The screen shows this year's pass rate is only 15%. A KBC reporter says the Korean Hunter Association announced this year's hunter exam pass rate is exactly 15%, down 1.2% from last year. Suho continued, so, here's my proposal. If I don't get first place, you can just pretend this never happened. Besides, there's always Hansong and Prime. The director asked, so why choose Nexer? Because Nexer needs a win the most, right? From what I know, even though you're the top academy, you haven't produced a first or second rank student in years. As a result, your enrollment has dropped significantly, directors thought. Unfortunately, he's telling the truth. We really need to make a splash, but we don't have any standout students. But what if I accept his offer, and he actually pulls it off, and gets first place? And Suho, the guy who soloed an abnormal gate and got first place in the hunter exam, if everyone knew that rising star came from Nexer, the biggest winner would be us, Nexer Academy. There's literally no downside for me in this deal. He must be proposing this for one simple reason. How much do you want for the scholarship? What's the standard scholarship for the top student? A full tuition refund for the year, plus a 30 million won bonus for taking the top spot. And if they want, they can join the Nexer Guild. Damn, as expected of the country's top academy. But I'm guessing that's not what you're after. Name your price. Suho replied, 300 million. That's all it'll take. Considering the PR impact of me taking first place and the size of your academy, that number is completely reasonable. 300 million isn't even that much for Nexer. Her thought, he's right, I can't even argue with that. Snapping out of it, she said, fine. If you get first place, I'll pay you 300 million. I'll have the contract drawn up. Feel free to look around in the meantime. The scene changes. Everywhere you look is just... wow. This place feels bigger than an amusement park. Just enroll at Nexer, and you'll want for nothing, haha. After all, this is the biggest academy in Korea, kinda cringy. They probably dragged him out of bed for this. Suho said, thanks for the detailed tour, especially this late, Jeonmin replied. Anything for a VIP guest. Huh, someone's on the training field. Can't see them clearly, it's too far. Is that a student? Jeonmin replied, wow, he's training this late again today. Yeah, that's our most hardworking student, Kang Taehan. Training is good, but he needs to take care of himself. He's a third year, so he has to push even harder, Suho's thought. Kang Taehan. In my past life, I actually partied up with that guy a few times. He was the #1 defensive tanker in the country back then. His spirit and defensive skills were insane, but what a shame. Later on, the tanker role wasn't considered all that important, but this guy's holding an axe, not a shield. Looks like he still hasn't found his main class yet. That's fine, I need to get ready anyway. Since Daehan will join Nexer in the future, I need to build a good relationship now to recruit him to the Korean Hunter Association. CH Min spoke up, Daehan. This is An Suho. Suho, this is one of our academy's students, Kang Daehan. Hey, I'm An Suho. It's an honor to meet you, sir. I'm Kang Daehan. I heard you're the candidate planning to main the battle axe. Yeah, that's right, Suho continued. Can I ask why you chose it? I was planning on being a melee fighter. After a consultation, they recommended this to me. Everyone said you need the right physique to handle this kind of weapon. Min cut in. In terms of raw power, nothing beats a battle axe. So, that's the only weapon you use. Yeah, I'm a bit of a slow learner. Trying other weapons would take way too much time. Just mastering the battle axe took me 2 years and I'm still not even that good with it. Suho thought, it's obviously because it doesn't suit you. I can't tell if you're persistent or just plain stubborn. If your weapon mastery is that low, you should have switched a long time ago. Dehan then asked, is there a problem? Suho thought, so even the biggest academy in the country messes up sometimes. Actually, I think a little differently. You should pick a weapon that's easier for you to handle. After all, every player's stats get adjusted anyway. Really, Suho pressed on, totally. With support stats you have skills that can rapidly improve your mastery. The rest just depends on your personal experience and skill. That's why the battle axe isn't a good fit for you. The fact that it took you 2 years just to get used to it proves you're not compatible. Hearing this, Daehan froze on the spot, completely stunned. Suho continued, it's true, the battle axe has high burst damage, but the recovery time after an attack is way too long. If you don't have a defensive measure, you'll get counterattacked instantly. And since your body is so large, it's hard for a tank to cover you. Is that true? I've been training with this weapon for 3 years. Suho cut in. If you've stuck with a weapon that doesn't suit you for 3 years, you're probably better suited to be a tank. Dehan replied, a tank, with a spiked shield on my left arm and a one-handed mace in my right. Your practical exam score would definitely be much higher than it is now, but the exam is tomorrow. Are you suggesting I switch to a utility tank now? It's a little late to change my entire position. Daehan, who do you think is the core of any party? Daehan answered, a mage. Maybe Suho corrected him. Nope, it's the tank. When they draw the enemy's aggro and protect the mages and healers, the whole team can operate smoothly. Then wouldn't it be better to just use a shield? To have more crowd control options, a tank needs another main weapon besides their shield. Daehan replied, that actually makes a lot of sense. Crowd control skills that disable the enemy, causing abnormal statuses like silence or stun. Suho thought, good, he's not easily discouraged, and he's a quick learner. Alright, good luck. Yes sir, thank you. As Daehan walked away, Min turned to Suho. Suho, the director asked me to give you a tour of the academy. I thought you were just a guest, so I introduced you to Daehan. But are you here to be an instructor? You seem to know a lot about contracts and giving advice like that. I'm not an instructor, Suho thought. It would be weird for someone without a license to know this much. Huh. Suho continued. Let's just say I'm in a related field. Is that so? Suho then asked. By the way, is the contract ready yet? It's been a while. Oh, I just got the text. Let's head back to the director's office. Narrator. The next day, at the Korean Hunter Association's Hunter Qualification Exam, the area was flooded with candidates and their weapons. To obtain their hunter's license, everyone had honed their skills, preparing to be in peak condition for this very day. And then there was the celebrity who solo cleared an irregular gate, and Suho. Man, I walked around way too much yesterday. I'm so drained. I'm in the worst condition possible. An announcement blared. Please line up according to your registration number. We will now begin the stimulant screening process, Suho thought. They say this is to prevent candidates from using illegal substances. But this whole thing is completely meaningless. I'm already tired, and now I have to deal with this pointless charade. Because the real cheaters aren't using drugs, they're using skill buffs. The candidates here are at most level 5. That's a mana fluctuation that a level 5 shouldn't be able to produce. It's not just that girl. Quite a few people here are buffed. System alert. Your ability to distinguish mana is more sensitive than others. Congratulations, you have acquired the skill, Mana Sense. I remember this skill. With it I could sense things much more clearly. It's been a while, but things are as chaotic as ever. The issue of abusing illegal buffs hasn't gotten much attention yet, but way too many people are already cheating. Looks like I'll have to clean house. Let's do this. Luckily, there are still some honest people here. The scene changes, and other candidates are murmuring. How'd you do on the written exam? I'll probably have to retake it. Same here. This written test was seriously hard. Suho thought, there's a library. Piece of cake. Almost feels like I cheated. The guy next to him, Captain Deng Chi-min, spoke up. How'd you do on the test? Oh, I think I got enough points to pass. But what are you doing here, sir? I'm here to help the association. We're always short-staffed. You said you got enough to pass. I heard this year's test was insanely difficult. You sound pretty damn confident. Well, I thought I did all right. Captain, can I ask you something? As long as it's not about the test, go ahead. Well, it's not times exactly, times unrelated. I noticed there was no buff detection test. Why is that? A buff check, you say? Suho continued. It just crossed my mind during the exam. You should probably check. To prevent the use of stimulants, the association already ran tests. Urine blood samples confiscated personal items, and we even made candidates change into exam uniforms to prevent cheating with artifacts. But what about cheating with skills? You could just use mana detection to find anyone doing that, right? Chimin replied. Thank you so much. I'll run a thorough check before the practical exam. Yes, thank you, Captain. Well, I'm off to prepare for the practical now. Suho, wait. Honestly, I'm really hoping you pass. I'd love to work with you, so good luck on the practical exam. Yes, thank you, sir. Good luck to you too. 30 minutes later, in the practical exam hall, an announcement came on. Attention all candidates. The simulation capsules are currently experiencing technical difficulties. The exam will be delayed by 2 hours. During the wait, candidates may have lunch in the cafeteria and wait in the lounge or training room. The others began to murmur. What? It's broken. What are we gonna do now? Suho thought to himself. That's just an excuse. Chi-Min must be dealing with the buff cheaters. He sure works fast. There are 1200 candidates in this exam, and the pass rate is less than 10%. If they weed out all the cheaters, it'll probably drop to around 7%. The ones who pass this time will be the real deal. So I should keep an eye out for anyone useful. Just then, a voice cut in from the side. Hey old man, fight me. What's with this kid? Don't start trouble here. Get lost. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for a match. What's scared to show your true power? You little bastard, get away from me. Go find a corner and take a nap instead of picking fights. What if I make the first move? But before he could even try, Suho's figure flashed in, blocking the attack. It sent the guy stumbling back, forcing him to look up. The man behind Suho yelled, "Are you crazy? Let me handle this punk." Calm down, sir. Who are you, an admin? As you can see, I'm a candidate too. Dealing with him is just a pain. Let me handle it. What a pain. Suit yourself. Hey, who the hell are you to butt in? I'm An Suho. Looks like you're looking for a sparring partner. So fight me. With a weakling like you. In your dreams, a weakling. That last move was a fluke. Stop acting tough and get lost. Scared now, hearing that the guy's face contorted with rage. What? The only way to know if it was a fluke is to try me. But it looks like someone's too chicken to even try, huh? You little punk, you're messing with the wrong guy. This place is full of cowards, and I was getting bored to death. So you agree? Then I heard there's a private sparring room. Let's go ask the supervisor and settle this there. Watching from a distance, the other candidates started whispering. Why is someone causing a scene on exam day? He probably thinks he's hot stuff and wants some attention. The referee spoke up. You may only use the training weapons provided by the association, and since this is a spar, if things get too intense, I will be forced to stop the match immediately. And begin. The moment the referee finished, the guy shot forward like a bullet. He unleashed a relentless flurry of attacks. Then he leaped high into the air, bringing his sword down for a powerful strike. But Suho had already dodged to the side. Suho let out a quiet, confident smirk. The guy yelled in anger, "You dodged that. I'm gonna rip that smirk right off your face." Just then, Suho slammed his foot down on the guy's sword. Is this boring fight all you've got? You're pathetically weak. You son of a bitch. Suho thought to himself, the mad sword, Baek-yong, a man who always craved power. He'd take any chance he could get to challenge strong opponents, all to hone his swordsmanship, and to gain even greater strength. Later, that insatiable desire for power turned him into a murderous hunter. I can't believe he's in this exam batch. When I faced him in my past life, this guy was already crazy strong. Suho spoke again, pathetically weak. He thought I can't let him go down that same dark path again, and with that, Suho sent him flying with a single kick. So boring. You were talking some big game earlier. I thought you'd actually be tough. How? How can you be this strong? Just rushing in won't do you any good. Wanna try again? Suho thought. This is probably his first time facing an S rank, so of course he's confused. Among all the people he's fought, the strongest was probably only a rank 5. After a moment, the guy's face turned serious. Then he suddenly grinned. All right, now I see why you're so damn confident. I'm getting serious now. Fine. Let's play for real. This time his body shot into the air and he swung down with incredible force. The power behind his strikes pushed Suho back. Now this is a little better than before. How long are you gonna wear that smug look on your face? Let's see you block this. Think you can block this? He changes his attack. Suho thinks to himself, that stance. It's the original form of the dragon sword arts. Take this and die. A massive explosion erupts. The guy smirks inwardly. I felt that impact. It was a direct hit. I've won. However, as the dust settles, Suho has completely blocked his attack. Who blocked it just in time? His opponent is shocked. How is that possible? Suho replies. I'm not dumb enough to just stand still and take an attack that slow. You probably thought that was just basic swordsmanship, not the true dragon sword arts. Of course, how could someone without a hunter's license even recognize the original form? You bastard. And with that, he unleashes a furious barrage of strikes, which Suho easily dodges. As Suho ducks down, his opponent flash steps and appears right in front of him. Got you. It's over. The next moment, as his sword comes slashing down, Suho springs up and smashes an uppercut into his chin. How? I already told you, Suho says, calmly. You're too slow, you damn bastard. After that last thought, his body collapses to the ground. Suho thinks, okay, that's enough for now. If I completely shatter his confidence, it could lead to bigger problems. From now on, this guy will only focus on me until he can finally take me down. The fallen opponent mutters, Suho. Suho thinks, well, that should make this test center a little more peaceful. Snapping out of his thoughts, he calls out Proctor. Hey Proctor. Proctor, yeah, I think I accidentally knocked him out. Could you watch over him until he wakes up? Sure. Thanks. A moment later, Suho thinks, there are way more tech managers than before, huh? They must be inspectors disguised as technicians. Others are talking amongst themselves. My compatibility with the device is low, so I'll work elsewhere. Is that the inspection room over there? That's the one. Please follow me. Suho smirks. That's right, round 'em all up. Another person approaches him. Your device is ready. Please lie down. Okay. During the dive, if you feel anything strange, please press the button for immediate emergency assistance. Yeah, I got it. Then let's begin. Just like that, the pod door seals shut and Suho slowly closes his eyes. A system voice chimes in. Connecting Hunter Practical Exam Program to the user's consciousness. Dive progress, 5%. Dive progress, 40%. Dive progress, 77%. Dive progress, 100%. Connection successful. Initiating Healer Practical Exam Scenario Program. This year's exam is insane. The pass rate for healers has completely tanked. This is unexpected. Help. Help me. Arg. There's someone trapped under the rubble here. Suho thinks, so, this is the kind of scenario they set up, just like the Hunters Association, to be this thorough. Going through this during an exam could give someone serious trauma. I guess that's why the role of a healer is no joke. Let's begin. Suho thinks, the practical exam. The core of the Hunter test. This test determines whether a candidate is truly suited for their chosen class. The simulated scenario changes every year, and the passing standards are different each time. Usually it ranges from one-on-one combat to one versus many battles. Points are calculated based on survival time and the number of enemies killed. But the test for healers is a bit more special. Unlike other combat-oriented classes, their healing ability or raw output isn't the most important factor. While having excellent recovery skills is vital from a global standpoint, the most required virtue for a healer is sacrifice. So you get a higher score if you're willing to sacrifice yourself to protect a patient. In other words, to pass this test, I just have to protect the patient until my last breath. But the problem is, my stats are still the same. I'll have to take way more damage than a normal person before I can die. And who in their right mind would just stand there and let themselves get beaten to death? Forcing someone who's already died once to die again is just cruel. Screams echo all around him. Somebody please save me. The air is filled with screams for help, but there's nothing but dead bodies everywhere. No one is left alive. Suho walks over to someone. Are you okay? Except for this one person, Suho thinks. They're coming back, she cries. You have to run before they get back. Suho thinks, so my mission is to protect this person until the end. He then says, the rescue team will be here soon, don't worry. Until they arrive, I will protect you. The scene shifts back outside the pods. I really should have done better, a girl sighs. The attendant next to her replies, thank you for your hard work. Please collect your personal belongings before you leave. Okay, thanks. The attendant then walks over to the pod, placing her hand on it to confirm the information. 9 minutes and 4 seconds. Candidate Kang Jin Yi. Class Sharpshooter. Time, 9 minutes and 4 seconds. The attendant thinks, the difficulty of this year's exam is so high, all the candidates' scores are super low. Hey Proctor, how's it going on your end? That candidate's been in there for a while, right? He replies, 30 minutes. What? Not 15 minutes but a full 30? Let me see. Wow, it's just past 30 minutes. For real. Damn, he's a beast. Is this candidate a warrior? Nope, he's a healer. Proctor, stop messing with me. I'm not kidding. He's even holding a sword in there. Don't gimme that. Just look for yourself. Huh. Is that a recovery skill? He's actually a healer. A healer that can fight like that is on a whole other level. But wait, if he doesn't die, doesn't that mean he fails? I thought so too at first, but there's no reason this candidate should be failed. A healer's main job is to protect their patient at all costs. The woman replies, exactly. The man adds, and he's still meeting every single requirement. He didn't ditch the patient, he's right there defending and attacking. He's even healing the patient on the side. This kid is risking his life meeting all the criteria, so why the hell would we fail him? The simulation itself isn't stopping him, so what excuse could we possibly have to fail him? That's right. Looks like we know who's taking the top spot this year. Facing the snarling beast, Suho charges forward, his face a complete blank. The next instant, he pulls his sword back, and a single swing carves lethal wounds into the monster. Blood begins to gush from the cuts. Suho thinks to himself, still not enough. I need to be faster. Every time he draws his sword, monsters are lined up just waiting for death. System alert. Proficiency with Flash Strike has increased. You have acquired Movement Technique B. Your understanding of movement techniques has grown. He thinks I knew it. Even if this is a simulation, as long as we're on Earth, no one can escape the system's watch. The system determines that since the player is moving their own body, they can acquire physical skills. System alert. Proficiency with Movement Technique has increased. Speed and range of Movement Technique A have been enhanced. He thinks, the EXP gain is slower than in reality, but this place is perfect for grinding skills. I didn't just get Flash Strike, I'm picking up a ton of others. I need to get all my swordsmanship skills to A rank. I might not be getting EXP or items, but this is more than enough. If I keep mastering all the basic sword skills like this, A rank lunge, A rank pierce, A rank charge, A rank decapitate. Once I get them all to A rank or higher, I can finally use a move like Park Gun's Dragon Sword Art. System alert. Grand achievement. Your understanding of swordsmanship is superior to all others. The system admires and fully acknowledges your unique sword style. Would you like to register a new skill by combining your basic sword arts and movement techniques? Upon registration, you will be granted a new skill that you can name yourself. I've finally done it. My Guardian Sword Style. System alert. The name of your new sword skill will be Guardian Sword Style. Is this correct? That's right. System. Congratulations, the system has recognized your ultimate mastery and has created a unique sword skill for you. You have created the new sword skill, Guardian Sword Style S. The effectiveness of all existing sword and movement skills has been boosted. As a reward for this grand achievement, the system grants you 10 bonus stat points. The system encourages you to continue on the path of the sword. You have acquired Sword Mastery S from the system. Sword Mastery S. A unique authority granted only to those with profound insight into the sword. The limit on learning all sword skills has been removed. The restriction on using all types of swords has been removed. A bonus 50% effectiveness is applied to all sword skills. In my past life, it took me over 10 years to get this. Man, knowing everything makes it so much faster. My stats are going to skyrocket with this, but I know there's a limited number of monsters. Oh well. I wonder how many they prepped for this test. But I've already gotten everything I came for. Now I just want out. There are 2 ways to end this exam. 1. Get killed by them. 2. Kill every last one of them. The choice is obvious. Time to die. Outside, the examiners are gathered around the simulation pod, buzzing. Announcement. All monsters prepared for the practical exam have been eliminated. Please restart the program. Another examiner chimes in. Holy crap, did he just wipe them all out? I've never seen anything like this in a practical exam. He's a beast. The patient has also been fully healed. We don't even need to see the rankings for this one. For real. A few days later, at the Haegang Guild's strategic planning room, I'm positive our Ji-hoon will take first place this year. Of course he will. Look at how much we invested in training him. Those punks from the Prime Guild won't even get a sniff of first place. It's Haegang's turn to shine. The screen displays Hunter Association. Congratulations to the first place candidate An Suho and second place Kang Daehan. The room erupts. What the hell? Who the heck is An Suho? Where's our Ji-hoon? Just then a phone starts ringing off the hook. It's the guildmaster. Yes, team leader, this is An Suho. Suho, I wanted to congratulate you the second it was announced, but I've been swamped. Finally got a chance to call. Congratulations on passing the exam. You didn't just pass, you took first place. You never cease to amaze me. Suho replies, thank you team leader, it's all thanks to you. On the phone, the man laughs, haha, I didn't do a thing, this was all you Suho. And thanks to you, we caught a whole bunch of cheaters. An entire group using illegal skill buffs. This whole thing is gonna hit the news, and they're tightening the exam regulations from now on. Suho replies, that's good, the exam needs to be fair. So Suho, I know you just passed, and this might be a little sudden, but have you thought about joining the Hunter Association? So are you still set on your goal? I might stick with the guild for a bit, but my objective is still the same. No matter what, I'm joining the Grand Hunter Association. Suho Min replied, thanks man. Alright, as soon as I get info on the exam or recruitment schedule, I'll hit you up. Suho replied, yeah, I'm counting on you. Phone sound. Talk to you later then. It's about lunchtime. Don't skip meals, even if you're busy. Suho Min answered, got it. You have a good lunch too, Suho. The call ends. Time to eat. Elsewhere. His voice sounded a little down. I wonder what happened. Well, they should be calling me any second now. See. Right on cue. Hello, this is An Suho. Phone sound. My name is Kim Soo-yi. Congratulations on passing, Suho. I've already transferred the contract payment. Suho said, wow, a top guild really doesn't mess around. Thanks a lot. So what are your thoughts on joining the Nexus Guild? I can guarantee you'll get a better offer here than from any other guild. Is that so? How much better? Phone sound. We'll do our best to meet your demands. After all, you're a scholarship student from our academy. And since you ranked first in the exam, adjusting the terms will be easy. By the way, should we meet up to discuss this in person? Suho replied, thank you, but I have personal matters to attend to today. I'll arrange a time and get back to you. But don't worry, I am a Nexus scholarship student, and Nexus is way better than the other guilds, right? Yes, of course, I'll do my best to clear my schedule for you. In the meantime, please don't sign with anyone else. Phone sound, haha, I understand. I'll see you then. Phone sound, ah yes, hooray. Suho thought, she sounds way too happy. I can hear everything. We're here. Thanks, driver. I passed the exam, got my license, and received the contract money. Now it's time to farm. The scene changes. He scrolls through his phone, looking up information. Suho thinks I've bought all the essentials. All that's left is a weapon. I was worried I wouldn't find what I'm looking for in a crowded shop. So I purposely chose a place that's more out of the way. Hope they have it. Welcome. What can I get for you, kid? I just became a hunter, so I'm looking for something light and easy to use. The owner replies, we've got some cheap stuff over there. Thanks. Suho thinks, it's completely covered in dust. Most low-grade weapons don't display any information. But not all weapons without info are cheap junk. Some need to be unsealed to unlock their true power. They usually emit a unique aura for someone to notice, but almost no one can actually sense it. System activating mana sense. Found it. And just like that, Suho buys the weapon and leaves. If the shop owner knew the real value of this spear, he'd be kicking himself for selling it so cheap. Alright, let's do this. A system notification rings out. Infusing mana into the blade's consciousness. Revival. Starting. Absorbing. Damn, the mana absorption rate is insane. He throws the blade to the ground and slumps against the wall. Any slower, and it would have drained every last drop of my mana. You probably need a minimum mana stat of 100 just to awaken it. I can't use it now, but this thing will be incredibly useful later. I've got to level up fast to awaken it. The scene shifts to a hand typing on a computer. A phone rings repeatedly. Yes, this is Do Jinwoo. Phone sound reporter Do Jinwoo of PB5 right. It's a pleasure. My name is Suho. He replies, ah yes, Mr. Suho, nice to meet you, but... Who are you? Suho. An Suho. The top-ranked An Suho, the valedictorian of this year's Hunter exam. Phone sound. That's right. I'm also the one who solo cleared the irregular gate at Sindorim station recently. The man replies, what? The Sindorim incident? He thinks, wait a minute, he cleared an irregular gate without a hunter's license. This guy's a monster. But why are you contacting me directly? Phone sound. I happened to come across your blog while I was searching. I hear you're a rich kid, right? For you to choose a tough job like a reporter, you must be really passionate about it. I'm planning on doing a lot of big things soon, which means there's going to be a ton of breaking news. How would you like to be my exclusive reporter? Do Jinwoo replies, so you want to turn a rich boy reporter into your personal lackey. Do Jinwoo thinks, I knew it. Just another guy who thinks he's the center of the universe. Do Jinwoo continues, I get what you're saying, but this approach is pretty damn annoying. It's true, I want to hunt down hot scoops, but I have no intention of being anyone's puppet. Phone sound, I need a capable partner. Jinwoo scoffs, a capable partner. Let me be blunt, you're only bringing this up to boost your own value a bit. Before you join a guild, right? Phone sound. You're not entirely wrong, but it's not about boosting my value, it's about building a reputation. I'm planning to become a civil servant. A civil servant. At the Korean Hunters Association, I don't get it. You want to use me to get media attention, to build up your PR. Isn't that just to get into a huge guild like Prime or something? A guy like you wants to be a civil servant hunter. Is this a joke? The Korean Hunters Association. Phone sound. It's not a joke. I'm going to join the Korean Hunters Association and work directly in the field. So you were born with a silver spoon, and you're just doing this for fun and fame. No, I'm a gate orphan, so I'm passionate about public service. Destroying gates is my life's mission. Holy crap, Jingyu thought, for real, this world is full of weirdos. Whatever, I guess it's fine. Jingyu continued, I get it, but I have to refuse being your exclusive reporter. I only write the stories I choose. Suho replied, then how about a bet? A bet I can earn your trust, and I'll prove it myself. Since I'm a hunter, it only makes sense to prove myself with my skills right. Today I'm going to conquer the Tower of Trials. Solo. The Tower of Trials, the one that even full parties can't clear, Suho answered, that's the one. That's how I'll prove it. So when I succeed, you'll become my exclusive reporter. Suho thought Joe Jingyu, a reporter from a top network. He's famous for never taking favors thanks to his pride and his wealthy family. Plus, in my past life, we worked together more than once. His investigation skills and his insane ability to sway public opinion were invaluable. But because he stood out too much, Jingyu was eventually pushed out and disappeared. A nail that sticks out gets hammered down. In any organization, someone that sharp is seen as a threat, and Joe Jingyu was exactly that. He got caught up in some internal power struggle and was forced out of the game way too early. I can't let him just disappear like that again. Back to the present. If I successfully clear the Tower of Trials alone, you'll be my exclusive reporter. Having a reporter on his side would be a huge advantage. Fine. If you can actually conquer the Tower of Trials by yourself, I'll use all my power as a reporter to back you up. Let's see if you can even pull it off. Alright, see you later. I'm heading in now. What a pain. This guy is completely insane. Jingyu thought, what the hell is he plotting? Why is he spouting all this nonsense? God, this is so annoying. But I don't have a bad feeling about him. He doesn't seem like a liar or a con artist. This is driving me nuts. Screw it, I don't care anymore. If he's for real, great. If not, whatever. It's not like I have anything to lose from this bet. At the Tower of Trials, Suho approached the staff. Can I go in? He showed his hunter license. Yes, of course, but are you by yourself? Yep, just me. A solo run. It's not that it's not allowed. But looking at your license number, it seems you're brand new. For your first time, it's much safer to go with a party. Even on the lower floors, fatal accidents are common here. Suho replied, it's fine, I work better alone. The staff member sighed, well, if you insist. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yes, you may enter. The entrance fee is 700,001. You'll be billed later. Yeah, thanks. Please be careful. If things look bad, get out immediately. Right, thanks for the concern. The Tower of Trials, also known as the Free Hunting Ground, is a public gate run by the government for hunters under level 20 to grind and level up. Since it was just reset, there was no better hunting ground than this. He pushed the doors open, and a system message chimed. You have entered the Tower of Trials. You can quit at any time and you'll be instantly teleported back to the first floor entrance. The first floor trial will now begin. A monster appeared and immediately shoved Suho backward. The first floor monster is a slime. The first time I saw one, its size and speed totally caught me off guard. This slime is only level 1, so it can't do any real damage, but if you get engulfed by it, you're in for a world of hurt. I need to take it out before it drags me in and slams me around. And just like that, Suho thrusts his sword right into it. An explosion instantly blew it to bits. Destroying the core is the easiest way to kill it, but just as I thought, this thing can split and regenerate. The scattered pieces regenerated into smaller individual slimes. Super annoying. Of course, the more they split, the weaker they get, and there's a limit to their regeneration. This is exactly why hunters are encouraged to party up for the Tower of Trials. Monsters on almost every floor attack in swarms. He continued purging them one by one and weaving through the chaos. He leaped onto its body, stabbing down again and again. The slime shattered into pieces, and Suho hurled his sword, completely obliterating its core. He snatched his sword back out of the air. As he fell, he dug his hand into another slime to catch himself. Thanks, I was just looking for something to hang on to. He continued unleashing a flurry of slashes, then launching himself high into the air. With one final strike, he finished them all. System, first floor cleared. Would you like to proceed to the second floor? Only 48 more floors to go. No time to rest. System, the second floor trial will now begin. The official record for the Tower of Trials is the 48th floor. Of course, that was the record from my past life. The current record is only the 29th floor, and both of those records were set by full parties. In the Tower of Trials, the monster level increases with each floor, which is why everyone runs it with a team. The more people you have, the less EXP you get. But for the long haul, a bigger group is safer if you're aiming for a record. So the usual strategy is to form a party of level 20 hunters to clear it. Asterisk. System floor 18. Cleared. Asterisk. But I don't need to do that. Asterisk system. Do you wish to challenge floor 19 times? Challenge accepted. Begin. The floor 19 challenge. He figures this floor will be different, not a horde, but just a single monster. A single beast. Sure, it's way stronger, but on the bright side, I only need to kill one. He leaps into the air with his sword in hand. While it's looking confused, Suho appears right next to it. Hey there, buddy. And just like that, he strikes, slashing a bloody gash across its body. The monster is sent flying, its body slumping to the floor. Asterisk. System. Asterisk. Asterisk. Floor 19 cleared. Do you wish to challenge floor 20 times? Later. The challenge is postponed, but there's something special about floor 19. Normally, monsters in the tower vanish right after they die, but the Shishtang is an exception. This is the tower's way of hinting that you can loot something from it. This very item. It can't be used alone and has a very unique purpose. A very special one. Asterisk. System. Activate mana sense. Asterisk. A bright light suddenly shoots out from the horn Suho is holding. Found it. The next second, he casually stores the monster's item. After he gets the item, the space begins to collapse and a brilliant light erupts. Asterisk. System hidden lair of the Shishtang has been discovered. Asterisk. This is Zhang Pianho's personal hideout. A hideout obtained by defeating the Shishtang in the Tower of Trials. Isn't like spaces created by items. It allows living creatures to freely come and go. Stepping inside, Suho takes a look around. Whoa, it's just like a real cave. Asterisk system. The owner of this hideout is dead. Asterisk. Asterisk. Do you wish to become the new owner of this place? Times. Placing his hand on the orb, Suho confirms his acceptance. Asterisk. You have become the new owner of the hideout. Congratulations, you have acquired the hideout skill. Asterisk. Asterisk. The hideout is now bound to you. Asterisk, he thinks, so it's tied to me as a skill, not an item. Asterisk, the hideout. Asterisk. Asterisk, will change based on your mana's influence. Asterisk, there's more. Just then, a pillar of light shines down on Suho. Asterisk. Hideout structure reconstruction. Complete. Asterisk. So bright. Heh, this is even better than I thought. According to the system, the higher my mana, the larger the space gets, and the design is based on the owner's taste. It's a good thing this skill didn't fall into the hands of that smuggler, Zhang Pianho. In my past life, that bastard caused me so much trouble. He stored everything in here, from drugs to national treasures. Even people. Just thinking about the things he touched makes my skin crawl. Thanks to him, I had to pull all-nighters for days. It was a total nightmare, but this time I've taken his hideout. So that won't happen again. I've stopped Zhang Pianho's rise before it even started, and I got a place of my own. Killing two birds with one stone. Awesome. Time to keep climbing the tower. Asterisk. Breaking news hunter. An Suho is said to be from Asterisk. Asterisk. The Nexus Academy. Asterisk. Asterisk. Exclusive hunter. An Suho was actually the one who single-handedly conquered the dungeon. Asterisk. Looks like Nexus is about to get a lot of new applicants. But didn't he say he was joining the Great Hunters Association? That's when Ryujingu remembers what Suho said before. It's not about raising my price for fame. I plan on becoming a public servant. By releasing an exclusive like this, Nexus must be dead sure, and Suho is joining their guild. Well, not my problem. I wonder what floor he's on now. Times system floor 30 has been cleared. The record for the Tower of Trials. Asterisk. Asterisk. Has been updated. A new conqueror has begun the challenge on floor 31. Asterisk. The crowd starts murmuring. A new record. Did one of the major guilds send in a team? Probably. But which one? Times system floor 31 has been cleared. Asterisk. The crowd erupts. What? They just started. Floor 31 and it's already done. Who the hell is in there? And Suho. Could it be? Is it really him? I just got off the phone with him not long ago. I thought he was just some arrogant jerk, but if this is real... Asterisk system. The conqueror is Player An Suho. Player An Suho has begun the challenge on floor 32. Asterisk. He thinks, I have to follow this guy for the rest of my life. The scene cuts to another location. Hunter An Suho, you say? Yes. Right now. He's continuously shattering new records. That's unbelievable. If we want to recruit Hunter An Suho to Nexus, we'll probably have to offer an unimaginable amount of money. Contact the chairman and his secretary and get to HQ now. Times system asterisk. Asterisk player An Suho has begun the challenge on floor 48. Asterisk. Yu Jinho thinks to himself, Suho's in the Tower of Trials. His clearing speed is insane. He's already on floor 48. If Suho really wants to join the Hunters Association, he's a once-in-a-generation talent. Just then, his phone rings beside him. A call from the vice chairman. Yes, this is Yu Jinho. Asterisk. On the phone. Where are you? Times. I'm in Pangyo, sir. Asterisk. On the phone. Pangyo. That's near the Tower of Trials, right? Asterisk. Jinho replies, yes, that's correct. Asterisk. On the phone. Excellent. You know An Suho, don't you? Times. Jinho continues. I know him a little, but Rojing cut in. He's not exactly a personal connection, you know. Asterisk. Phone clicks. Asterisk. So they times know each other. Bring An Suho to me, Cho-min replied. What you mean, recruit him into the Hunters Association? Asterisk. Phone clicks. Asterisk. What are you talking about? Bring him here to take a picture with the association president. You call the vice president of the Hunters Association, got it. I'm hanging up. Asterisk. Click. Asterisk. Cho-min's hand trembled as he held the phone. Of course. With guys like this in high positions, no wonder people think we're just a bunch of tax thieves. This is why the association's leaders should be chosen from actual hunters. What a waste of breath. What excuse can I use to bring him in? The scene changes. Asterisk. System notification. Asterisk. Floor 48 has been cleared. The highest record for the Tower of Trials has been updated. Man, I'm beat. When is this gonna end? For your outstanding achievement, the system has granted you 5 bonus attribute points. Status window. Climbing non-stop really makes you hungry. But then, asterisk system info. Asterisk Suho level 39. Class healer. Strength 95. Stamina 95. Mana 91. Agility 39. Bonus stat points 5. 1. Look at this, and I'm not tired anymore. Hitting level 39 is nice, but getting 5 bonus points every time I break a record, this is just awesome. Knowing everything in advance makes this feel like I'm leveling up a Smurf account. But it's still fun. Let's dump these points into mana. Alright, stats are set. Time to conquer the final floor. Let's go. Times system notification. Asterisk. Beginning the 49th floor trial. So we finally meet master of this tower. This thing is the Tower Dragon level 49. Facing it, Suho started to sweat bullets. Level 49. That's a pretty huge gap. It's not a pure-blooded dragon, but any dragon is going to be ridiculously strong. Who the hell is supposed to clear a stage set up like this? This is one tough opponent, but what can you do? I came here to win. Gripping his sword tight, Suho decided to charge straight at the dragon. I'm definitely taking you down. Seeing Suho rush forward, the dragon slammed its massive foot down. So fast, for something so huge it moves like lightning. It's coming again. Dark magic began to radiate from its claws. That wind. It's pulling me in. This is bad. Suho's body was now flying through the air. The dragon was just waiting for this chance, baring its massive fangs. However, Suho managed to twist his body and use his hands to launch himself onto the dragon. That was way too close. Now, it's my turn. With that, he landed a powerful slash, making the dragon roar in agony. It tried to violently shake him off. Suho was thrown off, leaping backward. He stood perfectly still, sizing up the dragon. Just as I thought. Not a single scratch. Did that just tickle it? Its eyes suddenly changed. It stomped its foot on the floor, sending huge chunks of rock flying into the air. Hiding among the debris, Suho watched it carefully. Man, good thing my stats are so high or I never would have dodged that. I'd be dead for sure. Besides, its level isn't that high for a dragon. Any higher, and it would have detected me instantly. But the main trait of dragons is their insane durability, so normal attacks don't do jack to them. What a pain. I'll have to find its weak point and aim for that. The key is the reverse scale. Hitting that will cause massive damage. This thing isn't level 100, so it can't hide its reverse scale completely. Suho glanced in another direction. A light was reflecting off its tail. There it is, the tail. I've found its weak spot. Time to get in close. Weaving through the boulders, Suho launched himself high into the air. He readied his sword, then aimed for the reverse scale, and plunged it down. Sensing the attack, the dragon began to thrash around furiously. Asterisk system notification. Asterisk. The tower dragon has become enraged after its reverse scale was attacked. Yeah, this isn't going to be easy. The longer this drags on, the worse it gets for me. I have to destroy that scale, and fast. Focus. He gripped his sword tighter. Suho used all his strength to push the sword deeper. At that moment, the dragon's eyes flew open as it let out a deafening roar. Asterisk. System notification. Asterisk. The tower dragon has used dragon fear. You have fallen into a state of fear. Your body is paralyzed. I'm hearing things. Cure times. System notification. Asterisk. Cure activated. This is a high-level fear. It cannot be dispelled. With the roar echoing while Suho struggled, the dragon whipped its massive tail, aiming for a nearby boulder. However, Suho quickly opened a portal and dove through to the other side. Outside, the dragon's tail smashed into the rock with a thunderous crash. Come on, summon the potion from my inventory. Suho fought to resist, as his trembling hand opened the potion, chugging it all down. Asterisk, system notification. Asterisk, purification potion has been used. Purification effect activated. Fear status has been removed. Auditory hallucination status has been removed. Whew, I'm alive. Good thing only things I allow can enter my safe zone. Can't believe I had to use the potion I bought in Dongdaemun this soon. This is tougher than I thought. Once dragon fear is dispelled, you can't build up a resistance right away. And if cure doesn't work, I'll just have to keep ducking into my safe zone to chug purification potions. At this rate, I'll never beat it. In that case, it's time to remember the help I got from that crazy researcher. System basic alchemy recipe learned via skillbook. Alchemy pot has been summoned. He figured the absolute alchemy recipe would guarantee success even at a basic level. The stuff people call trash is only because the world doesn't know its true value yet. System placed the anonymous thief's sock into the alchemy pot. Placed the anonymous musician's instrument. Placed the anonymous cleaner's broom. Beginning alchemy. If it wasn't for that crazy crushing researcher, I never would have known about this my whole life. System. Checking the alchemy pot's status. Congratulations. Alchemy successful. A super rare treasure has been created from the basic recipe. Item info, first spirit S rank. It has no presence, cannot be detected, and leaves no trace. The relics of those who lived in obscurity have merged to form a new treasure. As the first item discovered via this alchemy recipe, its rank has been increased by 1. When equipped, the Gray Shadow S effect is always active. You have obtained the first Spirit S. For this great achievement, the system grants you 10 bonus stat points. Suho thought to himself, so creating an item with the first tag on it gives bonus stats too. I just made an S-rank item, the first Spirit, just to get some bonus stats. Man, the perks of being a regressor are something else. There are many ways to classify items, but some people divide them into firsts and not firsts. First items are those appearing for the first time in the world, and most are S rank. The first spirit is even S plus rank. The plus sign next to the rank means the item grows based on the owner's stats or has a set effect. For the first spirit, it's a standalone item for now. System. The first spirit has been bound to you. Man, equipping an S rank spirit item for the first time feels incredible. In my past life, the original first spirit was destroyed by that crazy researcher while he was discovering the recipe, so I could never get it. But in this life, thanks to the recipe that Psycho discovered, I've finally gotten my hands on the first spirit. Alright, with the bonus stats I just got, it's time to awaken times it asterisk. Status window, An Suho LVL 39, class healer, strength 95, stamina 95, mana 96, agility 39. Bonus stat points 10. Let's put 4 points into mana. The rest go to strength and stamina. Mana stat has reached 100. The mana stat has evolved to the next stage. Congratulations, your mana has ascended to the red tier. The red tier. The first time I hit the red tier I was almost level 50. This is way faster. Getting to the purple tier will probably take a while, but at this rate it should be quick. System. A stats color tier increases by 1 when it reaches 100. An Suho's stats LVL 39. Class healer, strength red, 1 stamina, 95 mana, red 1, agility 39. Purple tier is at 700. Still a long way to go. But this time, I can aim for the purple tier and even beyond. Stats are allocated. So what's next? System summoning the old spear. Time to wake up. Infusing mana into Kong Kong's unconscious self. Beginning revival. Kong Kong is starting to absorb it. Holy crap, its mana absorption rate is insane. It's starting to react. Just a little more. A moment later, sufficient mana has been supplied. Kong Kong's consciousness has awakened. Congratulations, you have successfully awakened a part of Kong Kong's consciousness. Updating item information. You have obtained Phantom Spear A+. Now let's start round 2. System Phantom Spear, one of the treasures of the Shadow Monarch. Legend says it was crafted from the bones of a divine shadow beast. It recognizes the first person to awaken its consciousness as its master, and can use Phantom A, a skill that allows it to be drawn from the owner's shadow at any time. If the Phantom Spear is damaged, it can be repaired and resummoned with the Shadow Regeneration A effect as long as there is shadow and mana. If Kang Dong-ho had his hideout, the Shadow Monarch, the Shadow King had the Phantom Spear. The reason the Shadow King got that nickname is because Shadow Monarch is written right in the Phantom Spear's description. In other words, there might be a real Shadow Monarch somewhere in the fragments of another world, inside a gate. With just the Phantom Spear, one of the Shadow Monarch's treasures, the Shadow King became an infamous criminal, just like Kang Dong-ho later on. Well, it's a good thing I got it, instead of some psycho criminal. Time to test its performance. He held out his hand and activated the Phantom skill. A shroud of magic emerged from Suho's palm, and the spear gradually took form. Gripping it firmly, he thought the spear has become the Phantom Spear. Awesome performance. Now then, time for round 2. It'd be perfect if I could attack from here, but unfortunately the safe zone doesn't have that function. I'll wait for it to sleep and recover my stamina, then pour everything into hitting its reverse scale. He quietly moved to another location. Suho looked down from above. This spot is perfect. The next second, he raised the spear high, preparing for an ambush. After a moment of aiming, Suho launched the spear at the slumbering dragon. Before it knew what was happening, he had already targeted its reverse scale, and the spear shot forward. Jolted awake, the dragon roared in agony. From above, Suho decided to leap off the cliff. A notification sounds. Long Thap is enraged by the attack on its reverse scale. Take this. Long Thap has used Dragon's Roar. Leaping through a dimensional rift, Suho watches the dragon, thinking I warped in right before Dragon's Roar hit, so I'm totally fine. But man, that was still terrifying. If I just keep up this hit-and-run tactic, I can definitely take it down. Destroying its reverse scale is taking longer than I thought. It's not even fully broken, and its power has already dropped by over 90%. The hit-and-run strategy won't work anymore. With its reverse scale injured, it won't let its guard down for a second. But that's fine. It can't be as tough as it was before, right? I'll just face it head-on and end this. Let's go. Leaping out of the dimension, Suho hurls his spear. Just as the spear was about to hit, the dragon swatted it away. Seizing the opportunity, Suho closed in from above. Instantly, Suho extends his hand, and magical energy materializes into a spear. He uses it to stab straight into the dragon's eye, then yanks the spear right back out. Seeing this, the dragon attacks with its sharp claws so powerful that the ground shatters into pieces. As its body falls, the dragon smacks Suho away. But when it tries to follow him, Suho suddenly reappears, dashing past it to get behind its reverse-scaled tail. System alert: Long Thap has used Dragon's Roar. You have entered a fear state. System alert: Long Thap's reverse scale has been completely destroyed. Long Thap's power has weakened. Purification potion used. Cleansing effect activated. You think I'd fall for that again, you idiot? Watching the dragon from a distance, Suho decides to leap high into the air. A single swing of his spear slices the dragon's head in two. System alert: you have defeated Long Thap. You have cleared the 49th floor and set the highest record in the Tower of Trials. You have successfully conquered the Tower of Trials. For this great achievement, the system grants you 10 bonus stat points. The system will now evaluate your great trial. You have leveled up. All stats increased by 1. I did it. You have received 1 bonus stat point. I've cleared the Tower of Trials. Something no one in my past or present life could ever do. The system grants you greater power for reaching level 40. You have received 5 bonus stat points. All healer exclusive skills have leveled up by 1. You have learned Healing Zone B. Healing Zone. System information: Healing Zone B creates an area that restores stamina. Creatures within the healing zone will gradually recover, and there is no limit to the number of people in this area. At least 1 weapon is required as a conduit to deploy Healing Zone. I finally got a wide area healing skill. Once it's max level, I could probably deploy a zone big enough to cover a huge battlefield, just like Isabella. The system has completed its evaluation of your trial. Oh, it's done. Let's see. The system has rated your great trial very highly and has decided to grant you a reward of a corresponding level. Skill acquired: Blood Dragon S+. Blood Dragon. Isn't that the signature skill of that monster player Longma? So this is where it came from. I'm sure Longma got Blood Dragon from Longshan. System information: the great bloodline of the dragon, Blood Dragon S+. The owner of Blood Dragon, though not born a dragon, can wield the power of dragons depending on their efforts. Level 1. Dragon's Fear S, Dragon Scale S. Level 2, Locked, Unlock, Condition Reach, Level 50. Level 3, Locked, Unlock, Condition Unknown. Level 4, Locked, Unlock, Condition Unknown. I can't believe it's the real Blood Dragon skill. Awesome. With this, I bet I'll be even stronger than I was in my past life. Now that's what I call a final boss reward. I've got to make the most of this. It's feeding time, Shadow Ghost Spear. With that, Suho stabs the spear into the dragon's corpse. System alert: Shadow Ghost Spear is reacting to Long Thap's shadow. Shadow Ghost Spear is beginning to devour the shadow. Shadow Ghost Spear has completely absorbed Long Thap's shadow. Shadow Ghost Spear A+, has leveled up to Shadow Ghost Spear S+. He knew the special Devour Shadow feature wasn't in the item info, but after absorbing the Master of the Tower, the Shadow Ghost Spear leveled up like crazy. System alert: supplied with sufficient magic, a part of the Shadow Ghost Spear's consciousness has awakened. I'd better check the item info for any changes. The Shadow Ghost Spear went from A rank to S rank, and Shadow Regeneration also got upgraded to S rank. Reading the system messages, Suho smirked. Whoa, system alert: you can use Shadow Ghost S to freeze a target's movements. And enemies pierced by Shadow Venom will be afflicted with an S rank bleed effect. 2 more S rank skills. A growth type weapon is on another level. Normal gear can't even compare. I think I've taken everything I can. Time to go. Huh, a tooth. Why hasn't it disappeared yet? As he touched the fang, a system alert popped up. Dragon Fang S, the great fang of a dragon. Anyone stabbed by the Dragon Fang will be afflicted with an unhealable curse. Holy crap, this thing looked like junk, but it's this rare. So Long Thap wasn't just a blood dragon, but a pure-blooded one. Items from pure-blooded dragons are all S-rank materials. No wonder the dragon's blood was such a killer reward. Time to head out. Reporter J. Jingu must be freaking out right now. The scene cuts to the outside. System alert: you have successfully conquered the Tower of Trials. The conqueror is player An Suho. The Tower of Trials is now complete. All players will be forcibly ejected. A moment later, scores of people are thrown out of the tower. Huh, that guy conquered the whole tower by himself. Og, my head. Who the hell is An Suho? Is that him over there? Oh yeah, that's gotta be him. He's being swarmed like a celebrity. An Suho. Please look this way, Hunter. An Suho, a quick word on your conquest of the tower. An Suho thinks, man, I'm exhausted. Long Thap's attacks hit harder than I thought. I just want to get healed up and rest. I didn't expect this many reporters to show up. An Suho is startled when he spots J. Jingu in a corner, pale as a ghost. I can't believe that Psycho actually cleared the tower alone. Just then, a hand lands on J. Jingu's shoulder. He yelps, "Whoa, Hunter, An Suho, what are you doing here? You scared me. How did you even find me, and how did you manage to shake off that whole crowd?" It was easy enough. Suho thinks I just used a movement skill to erase my tracks. Reporter Jingu, do you believe me now? Jingu looks thoughtful for a moment, then extends his hand. Suho continues. You get that, this is insane, right? If you don't have the guts, just say so. I'll find another reporter. If I didn't have the guts, I wouldn't be here. Let's go. Before they start tailing us again.